Okay, guys, so Billboard put out a list of the top 10 hottest female rappers, and we're going to talk about it. I feel like overall they did a good job with this list because it's based off of who's hot, and it is supposed to be a 6-month ranking. So, quality of records, chart success, buzz within the culture, notable business endeavors, touring success in the last 6 months, I think they did a decent job. Off the top of my head, the only thing that I remember initially saying that should have been switched was that Lotto should have been at number 9 and JT should have been at number 8, and they were the other way around. Because in the last 6 months, the only song that I really remember Lotto having that made any noise was Sunday Service, and it kind of flopped, which is why she has that remix coming out tomorrow with Megan, Glorilla, and Flo Milli on it. So, whereas JT has had No Bars, Sideways, and Okay in the last 6 months. So, I would say she's a little hotter than Lotto if we're doing a 6-month ranking. Now, this is going to be two parts because we're discussing 10 female rappers and they have write ups, and I felt like the write ups had little shade in them. So, we're going to talk about everything. So, first up, we have Flo Milli at number 10. I was happy to see Flo Milli on this list. I feel like she's a great female rapper and it's time for her to get more recognition. Initially, her sound and her voice was a little kiddie, and I think she needed to find her sound and, grow a little bit as an artist, but she really has matured with her sound, and Never Lose Me was a great song. So let's see what Billboard had to say. Flo Milli is enjoying a breakout year as the Alabama star stampeded her way to mainstream glory with her biggest hit of her career to date with Never Lose Me. Earlier this year, the song leaped onto the top 20 of the Billboard Hot 100 and scored multiple remixes, most notably with SZA and Cardi B. The sequel lacked the same punch as the original, but that didn't stifle Flo's momentum as she notched the highest debut of her career on the Billboard 200 with the number 54 spot Fine Ho Stay in March. Despite having a sniper's approach when freestyling over other rappers' beats, Flo also shines at her sexiest as proven on Child Lee's Swag It remix. Currently, Flo is on the road with Gunna's Bittersweet Tour where she's serving as the opener. So that was very good for Flo Milli, but it low-key threw shade saying that like the Cardi and SZA remix wasn't needed. Okay, so at number 9, we have JT. Like I already said, I feel like she should have been at number 8 and Lotto should have been at number 9. But Billboard says, though the future of the City Girls remains to be seen, JT is rolling full steam ahead on her solo rap career. Riding solo, and I'm still in the group, biggest in my city, and I'm still in the coupe, the Miami MC spits on Sideways. A wavy single that offered a laid-back alternative to the Club Ready OK, which recently debuted at number 74 on the Hot 100, marking her first unaccompanied appearance on the chart. In the lead up to OK, JT has been hitting the club circuit as part of her Cinderella Club tour, connecting with fans across the country through a combo of jam-packed shows, extensive social media engagement, and fine-tuning her branding as the baddie with a stank attitude who leans into her edgy, queer-coded fashion aesthetics. With collabs with Nicki Minaj and Doechii already under her belt, JT isn't just cementing herself as the city girl's strongest rapper, she's also committing to the unglamorous work of building an unwavering fan base. It's no wonder that kind of drive is already turning into career best returns for her before her solo debut mixtape City Cinderella has even arrived. So that was a great write-up. I don't feel like they really threw any shade at JT. They more threw shade at Carisha. She's nowhere to be found on this list. And JT has proven herself to be the strongest city girl, but real city girl fans already knew that. So I'm looking forward to see what she's going to bring on City Cinderella mixtape. I hope that it's a little bit more lyrical than what we've been getting because I think she has it in her. And I do agree and like that they gave her a shout out for doing the club tour, which really reminded a lot of us of like Nicki Minaj and old 2000s, really being on the streets and building your fan base up and making sure that they're going to be loyal with you and they're going to stick with you through the ups and downs that come with being in this industry, especially as a female rapper. Number 8, Lotto should have been at number 9. Big Energy, the title of Lotto's 2021 Hot 100 number 3 breakthrough. 2019 Gold Certified Declaration Be From the South with Gucci Mane. Put It on the Floor with Cardi B, which I believe was in 2022. They didn't put the year. Might have been 2023 though. Best New Artist Grammy nod. 2020 cameo in Cardi B's WAP video. But I did forget about this, and I guess this is what pushes Lotto over JT for them. Because, see, I'm really in tune with what's going on in hip-hop. When they do those pop records and stuff, I'm not always tuned in. But I forgot Lotto did get a number 1 hit when she did a K-pop record with one of the guys from BTS, I think, Jungkook, and it was called 7. So she did have a number 1 record. So I guess that might be what, in Billboard's eyes, would push her above JT. They mentioned Lotto briefly sparring with Ice Spice and mentioned that Sunday Service will get a Megan Thee Stallion stamped remix as well with Glorilla and Flo Milli coming out tomorrow. Number 7, Cardi B. This was very realistic. Cardi B has a million accolades and she'll always be one of the most decorated female rappers, accoladed up female rappers, but at the moment she cannot be in the top 3 hottest anymore because she is not being consistent enough and she keeps playing games with the album, pushing it back, whatever's going on. We'll see if we get it this year, but I really don't even think we will. So I honestly feel like this is an accurate spot for how hot she is right now and how much buzz there is around her because she's getting to the point where she's like Rihanna. Certain people still want the Rihanna album, but most of us, we don't really care. If it comes, we're going to listen to it because it's Rihanna, but we're not starving for it no more. Like, we're over it. The hunger has died. As the clock continues to tick on Cardi B's long-awaited sophomore album, the Bronx Firecracker is still shaking the room with her charm and fiery features. On Friday, May 31st, Mount Cardi released her remix to Wanna Be with Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion, taking swipes at Bia. continuing her run as a top-tier co-star on hip-hop hits. Though Cardi's 2024 solo releases Like What and Enough haven't garnered the same chatter as her Hot 100 chart-topping instant classics WAP and Bodak Yellow. So basically saying that her features are holding more weight than her solo songs at this point. They also go on to mention Cardi's Super Bowl commercial, her Pepsi brand deal, Reebok, NYX Cosmetics, Whip Shots, etc. And remember that business endeavors is a part of what they're counting. So if a lot of her stuff on here is business endeavors. So if it wasn't for everything Cardi was doing in business, she might not even be on this list at this point, because she's already that low at number 7. So if the Pepsi, Reeboks, NYX Cosmetics, Super Bowl, Whip Shots wasn't a thing, she would be at 8 or 9. Like, let's be for real, in their eyes. Though Cardi traditionally towers over the competition and stands alongside Meg and Nicki as the big 3 of female rap, the daunting question of album 2's arrival will continue to hover over her career. Exactly. She's still in the big 3, even though I think now Meg is number 2 and Cardi is number 3. But as far as hot right now, it's not working. Like, the business is carrying her. Social media is carrying her. The music is not carrying her. She needs to get this album out this year. If not, I don't know. Because that would be the next 6-month ranking. So if the album is not out, she would be lower than this. Child, this was long. So I'm going to skip around this one like I did with Lotto to save some time. So it basically says that everybody thought Glorilla was about to be over and flop and forgotten about until Yeah Glow, which is true. Because when Ice Spice came out, Sexy Red came out, everybody was like, oh, they done took Glorilla's spot. Glorilla is out of here, this, that, and the third. She came back with Yeah Glow. She had an insane run in 2022 with F&F, Blessed, and Tomorrow 2. But her EP fell short of a lot of people's expectations. And then she tried to drop that Cha 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 song that everybody hated and they was clowning her about. And then, like I said, at the same time, Sexy and Ice was rising. But she has had a resurgence. And of course, now she is on tour with Megan Thee Stallion as her opener and featured guest. And they have the Wannabe song, which is doing well. So good job, Glow. All right, number 5, Ice Spice. Y'all already know how I feel about Ice Spice. So I'm going to just read what they got to say. But like I said, I agree with the placement on the list because we're talking about who's hot, not who's talented. And right now she is still hot and has a lot of buzz, but it is falling off, which is why she's at number 5. And the other person who we're going to get into is at number 2 instead of her. So it talks about 2023, how she was their Rookie of the Year for R&B and hip hop. She had 4 top 10 hits, Boy's a Liar, Nicki Minaj song, Taylor Swift song, etc. The You Not Even a Fart song was charting at number 37, and it was her highest charting solo single. And a lot of people also liked her Fisher verse, even though a lot of people didn't really like the Give Me the Light song. Her album Y2K is scheduled to be released on July 26th, so we'll see when that comes, what happens with her. So I'll see y'all on part 2 so we could discuss the top 4.